Good morning, guys. It is Sunday, and I guess you say fortunate there's not much more happening this week. Pardon the cat. She's just waking up from a little nap. She's probably gonna be over here. Yeah. Anyway, there's not a lot happening. Everybody's still talking about impeach Trump, impeach impeaches the MF, whatever. Anyway, so a video today is going to be partly on that, but it's going to raise the question of, let me put her down, what does Pelosi's posse really want? What do they want? I mean, think about it. This is really a loaded question. I found the article on Foreign Policy Journal by the title. David Swanson is the author. And he made a great point. If the House, instead of really wanting to impeach and remove Trump, they would have done it by day 90. Okay? So we got to ask ourselves, what the hell do they really want? Exactly what has he done to be impeached? To think about it, okay? Did he get caught running arms to both sides of Iran and Iraq during their war? No. That was Regan, and nothing happened to him. I mean, I'm not saying he knew. I think he knew. But anyway, no, Trump didn't do that. Did he spy on his possible opposition in the next election? Nope. Nothing. Did he conspire to increase military presence to the point of all-out war in Vietnam? Nope. That was Johnson. So, exactly what has he done except be an arrogant ass? Which, to my last recollection, is not a crime. It's an annoyance. It's just not a crime. As far as I'm concerned, this is nothing more than political theater. It's just to make it look like they're doing their jobs. Because let's look at the missed opportunities. Okay, they've had opportunities to impeach. Let's look at the 2018 supposed chemical attack in Syria, not once but twice, which we later found out didn't even happen. He sent a missile into Syria to supposedly bomb a government that was supposed to have attacked citizens with a chemical weapon, which we later find out there's zero trace of by the international weapons people. I can't remember what they're called off the top of my head. Anyway, nothing. Not a peep. He sent more troops into Syria to illegally occupy Syria. Nothing. Again, not even a peep. He can send our troops to illegally occupy a country. Nothing. He appointed his kids and their spouses to very prominent positions that they really aren't suited for. From last I knew, Ivanka Trump, Kushner, she wasn't educated in diplomacy. She was a fashion designer. She did shoes and accessories. Her husband was a realtor and developer. That doesn't qualify him as a diplomat or a peacemaker. Don Jr. was, again, a developer and realtor. These people do not have the education in the background in government positions like they're in. They just don't have it. Nothing. Not a whimper out of Pelosi and her hyenas. Now, we're going to look at a different perspective. Let me start saying, I am not advocating violence. Okay? Do not go after the president if thinking that I'm advocating that, because I'm not. I don't. I find it disgusting. Now, let's look at worst case scenario, which would end the same as JFK. There have been 4 presidents in this country that have been killed in line of duty while in office. Abraham Lincoln, James Garfield, William McKinley, and JFK. Now, they had no idea what was coming. I think they probably had a suspicion, but they didn't have the proof. Let's look at how high up that would have to happen. You would have to have the House, the Senate, the Vice, and Secret Service willing to be paid into being complicit to this. It's a lot of money, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of coordination. As you watch videos of JFK on that day, you see 2 spots on the back of the car where there's supposed to have been a Secret Service agent. So if somebody did try to take a shot at the president, they would get one of them first. And then they would just be encircled by law enforcement to protect the president. However, on that day, there was nobody in those 2 spots. Like I said, it took a lot of time, a lot of planning, a lot of coordinating, and a lot of money to pay those Secret Service agents off. So, ever since Trump won, he's pretty much been campaigning for his re-election, doing rallies, going here, going there. Somebody please take his coffee and Diet Coke away. I mean, seriously. Earlier this year, the late summer, early fall, Mike Pence went to Mackinac Island. Now, we already talked about this, and y'all know how I feel about him taking his motorcade there. That would have been very easy to take him out, jump on a boat, go to Canada. Very easy. I know the person would have been in Canada by the time it was over. And they don't extradite to countries with death penalty. So, they would have been screwed. Plus, Pence doesn't leave the White House as often as Trump does. I find that suspicious. Really suspicious. So, I ask you again. What does Pelosi and her hyena posse really want? Other than to pretend like they're doing their job. I don't know. Honestly, I've said before, there's George Carlin said it best. There's a great big club, and we're not in it. We're not invited. We're not even welcome to apply. Okay, we don't know where the application office is. But you guys get the main thing here, right? Right. Here's the deal. Again, I do not advocate violence. Christ said violence isn't the answer. That's not the way. When people chanted, called him Messiah, and chanted Israel, he made it clear, violence isn't the way. What is the way? I don't know. I really don't. So, I'm going to leave you a link to this article below. I look forward to getting your opinion and what you think about it. And I'm even going to put a disclosure of making clear I'm not advocating violence, just looking at scenarios in which the House and Senate and their pack of hyenas could have gotten rid of Trump if they really wanted to. I will see you guys tomorrow for Missing Child Monday. Be well, be safe.